Okay, so quickly we try to make this recording, and for this morning and Shavuot Tov, and we're sitting here. This is it. We had kind of like a special night last night. To me, it was quite special, and so I remember beautiful things from when me and my beloved Chumash and our little children, and also King Hercules when he was a little kid. So we remember these things. It was quite beautiful. I'm sitting in front of our beloved Rothschild bank house and in front of our beloved Rothschild's family synagogue, where I usually always sit. And I remembered how Abado King Tariq outside when we would come here sometimes, and when he'd be here, and how I sit. And basically said everybody knows that I was born in the Middle East, and I'm who I say I am, and I have all that beautiful blood in me, and I'm the family that I say. And even when you see the people attacking, you know they're disgusting, right? Because they lied. Basically said, so we don't lie. Okay, basically said, thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor. That means don't lie. Okay, so we'll let you know that again too. Now, and everybody that is good did a wonderful thing to try to keep us from being, well, you know, the bad people have to go away until the good people stick together and basically said, so the bad people can get near to try to do things even though they tried. They get in trouble, and our beloved God alone helps us. So we just said to, because God gave us all this beautiful technology to catch the crooked people so they would never ever be again. We're the good people, everybody with us. Me and my beloved community, all beloved our family, because people were the good people. So basically, I want to let you know that too again. And animals are good too; they're beautiful. And so our beautiful animals are with us. Basically, I want to let you know again too. Now, I remember the tent. I remember some time. It was beautiful tent, and really big, put up professionally with Arabian carpets on the inside. This is it, and they're like special tents that the family uses. Basically, this is in Arabia. Well, we have palaces, we live in palaces and castles, things like that. You know, we have those things. Basically, um, me and my beloved Suite, and our beloved Aurora Rothschild's family, other beloved family members, we have castles and palaces, and even in Arabia we have palaces, but we're Jews, okay, and so we have the tents to remember. It's like Sukkot. We have permanent tents, like a person would put up a permanent sukkah to remember, even though it's not sukkah, it's not Sukkot at the time. We have permanent sukkahs, so it's to remember that we lived in tents, but they're luxurious. Okay, the tents, it's beautiful. Like a long time ago, how Abraham, he had a beautiful luxurious tent. So we're sure that, that's the case. So we were the first Sarah and Abraham, and they called the second Sarah and Abraham. Me and my beloved came out Shabbat. So we just want to know that too. So I'm remembering I remember, but I'm just remembering again the beautiful carpets and the beautiful tents that we live in sometimes, or like the tent of the meeting. We have things like that. So because we're Jews, so we just like to that too. Again. So now this is Shavuot Tov, and we'll talk to you as soon as we can. We want to say though something. You know, we have a problem with people that don't want to go away and leave us alone. Our beloved royal family said to tell the bad people, please just go away and never bother us again. Abado Nusikniki Oppenheimer. He's also our blood uncle and my adopted father. Our beloved Rothschild's family members. Our beloved royal Shabbat members. All our beloved royal family members. The bad people go away and never bother us again. Even the bird, you hear him? He says, just go away and never bother us again, bad people. So even the little tiny bird. So we're just trying to say these things to you. But it's true. We're the good people. We have many beautiful things to do to prepare for living for eternity. We know we live for eternity. Basically, we know we're going to be, and we're going to be good. Basically, it's just remember God said it at Shavuot. He thundered, "You have to be very good to live on this planet forever." So basically, we just mentioned it too. Again, now this is just like a random, not random, but a special. We're going to talk about the tents this morning and the beautiful how it's like Sukkot and how the tent meetings a meeting where we praise our God. Because I said they're a little more like a tabernacle, but the tents are like that, like to remember that we in the wilderness when God was getting us to where we're supposed to be, that we had to be in tents, but the tents are luxurious. And like Abraham, a luxurious tent. You know, he serve when the angels came to visit him. He like get something, get food, and they're luxurious. So just let you know that too. Again, um, so we have a problem. Like everybody knows, even Israel, when the housekeeper's contract is up, you know, we had a problem with women trying to come and like you see here, we have to make them leave. They come, they have to work as a housekeeper, they try to take over the woman's house. They just sit, and then the woman comes and says, look, this woman won't leave. She's trying to come over, take over my house. They do it to them. So we have a problem with, I have a problem with servants. They try to take over things because I don't like servants. I told Bubby, Dodi Ima, Queen Elizabeth. I told her one time, I said, I don't really like servants. We have these castles and houses. We have this, but I have a problem with the servants. Like the servants are bothering the servants and disability. Also teledate kids. We have palaces, and one time we're having a dinner and a party. We don't have parties like that anymore. The servants tried to help the bad people try to hurt us all, take over. They were arrested. They executed them in Turkey, except for one woman. She helped us to get a phone call, but she was really smart, like she's a servant. But when she was arrested, they put her in prison, and then they found her hung in her cell. So they all got hung. They made us watch because they wanted you to know, wanted us to know what they would do to people who tried to hurt us. We're having a royal party. Our beloved Rothschild's family, all our family members are coming, and said, but my beloved Kim Sweet and I, we were there first, and they tried to kill us. Said. And so we just went, and we tried to call up our family members. We got the housekeeper to try to go, when the maids tried to call somebody, get us a phone call, but she was still arrested, and she was put in a Turkish prison, and they found her hung. She said, so we just don't want to that too, because they hung everybody who did that. So, I have a problem with servants. So this happened some time ago, I'm sure. And it was in a Saudi paper, because I get a paper from the Saudis, and I get a paper from Israel, but that's it. They send me information. This woman, she didn't want to give the woman back, keep her as a housekeeper, as a maid. So the woman tried to kill her children, killed her daughter, stabbed her, and stabbed her son 14 times. There's something wrong there. The woman wasn't from Saudi Arabia, and she was I don't know, she was like from the outside, maybe fake Ethiopian, something like that, or another type of person, and she did that to the woman. It's wrong. Okay, that's it. So obviously the woman wanted to keep her because there was something wrong with the woman. That's it. And she and the children reported that she was talking to herself, and then she started stabbing them. It's just it. Then one of the children called her mother, and at her job, and told what had happened. So there's something wrong with that. So we see stuff now. We see people doing things. I see somebody threw some paper by our house, and I know that it wasn't any. It was somebody that tried to make leave. Because you don't have the right to try to take over somebody's house. Even in a small scale, they do things like that. In a smaller scale, it's just a woman's house. So we have a problem. We have had problems where women would come as housekeepers, even in Israel, and try to take a woman's thing. We are, no, you have to go. You can't do that. So basically, we just let you know that too. Okay, now it's Shavua Tov, and Travis Kepler said, "No, it's going to be a fast day at Shabbat this week at the end of Shabbat, going into the first work day of the week. So it's a 24-hour fast day. It's sundown to sundown, I think it is. So it's the 9th of Av Tishbav. And we'll talk to you as soon as we can. And we commemorate that we have the temple, and we're to remember that that we always want to praise our beloved God who's not alone for all eternity, because He gives us wonderful things, and He's the only one who can give a blessing life, and we live for eternity. Everybody chipped in for us to build the temple. It's done a certain way. And basically said, even our Saudi family, all of our royal family members, all of our Jewish royal families, even though we didn't need the money, they wanted to be part of it because they're Jews too. Okay, so we'll talk to you as soon as we can, and try to be careful, safe, and alert, and Shavua Tov.